I'm David.
Hi, I'm Arzina.
Welcome back to Love More Travel. Today's going to be a little different video. We're in Saigon and we're getting ready to go into the War Remnants Museum. We can't deny history. The Vietnamese War, or as they call it here, the American War, is a huge part of Vietnam's history. I mean, let's face it, it's also a big part of America's history. So today we probably won't be joking around too much.
But we're going to try and show you a little bit of some of the areas that we can take videos at, and take you along with us to experience this museum, the War Museum here in Saigon.
Yeah, it's going to be a little emotional at times, so I apologize in advance for that, but
everybody knows how soft David is, so we'll go with that.
All right, so we're going to see what we can record in here, respectfully, of course, because I don't want to ever be disrespectful to the people here, their culture, their history. So we're going to get our tickets and head inside.
Tickets were 40,000 dong each, which is a little bit over $1, so $1.50, I think.
Yeah, a little less than $2.
Yeah. And then this was another 20,000 dong, and it just has a little bit of information that we could read through as we go through. So it's kind of nice this way we're not just going around, and so it's good.
Here you see this is a CH-47 Chinook helicopter. And then over here you have some tanks from the U.S. Army. It's really kind of interesting to see these things. We all watched these Vietnamese War era movies in the 80s, and to actually see the realistic ones, not something from a movie. Yeah.
I know some of our military friends are going to enjoy this video.
Yeah. I mean, most of the friends in my era served in Desert Storm and those. We were born at the very tail end of the Vietnam War. Here you see a big bulldozer that was probably used like in the jungles. Let's face it, a lot of the war was fought in the jungle, and they had to clear out a lot of land to just make roads and things like that. Some different other artillery vehicles, some cannons. It's actually pretty impressive. And then here you see from the outside the War Remnants Museum.
What are these?
I don't know. If anybody knows what these are.
It says flamethrower, so I don't know.
This machine is a A1 flamethrower, and an amphibious light tank capable of crossing rice fields, uneven grounds, and waterways. It was parachuted from an aircraft carrier. So how else did you get it here? The aircraft carrier ended up in the bay, maybe up around Da Nang, or just outside of Saigon / Ho Chi Minh City. This is a 155 millimeter howitzer cannon. As we walked over here and I saw this helicopter, I said, this has to be a Huey. And it is. This is the UH-1H Huey. This is probably the most famous helicopter that was used for transporting troops and having gun battles. Really interesting to actually see one of these in person. Used for transport, ambulance, air convoying, scouting missions, and fire coordination in support of airborne units. And then as I scan around here, you see some different, this is a A1 Sky Raider, which was some kind of bomber. This one over here I think was used more for surveillance. And then as I walk over here, you'll see an actual bomber jet. F-5A. Member of the U.S. Air Force. And then over here's another fighter bomber. So this one looks more modern and much bigger than this little small one, the A-37. I've never heard of the A-37 before. So, it's interesting. It says it was manufactured by Cessna. Really interesting. All right, well, we spent roughly 2 hours walking through the museum. Not anything inside to video record. It's not the place for it.
Very
Outside here,
sad.
it's a little different.
Yeah.
Inside, it's a place of reflection and honestly education.
Yeah.
A lot
we
of
learned a lot.
We learned a lot.
It was really
Yeah.
sad, some of the things we had to see, but it's part of history. So we decided we wanted to come and see and understand.
And I'm not sure we understand
Everything.
either.
I don't think you
Yeah,
can
you
understand
can't.
everything
Yeah.
dealing with war.
And you know, the Vietnam War is the war that people just don't talk about. The soldiers who were there don't talk about it. So it's kind of a mysterious war, we could say. So
It's
some
war,
questions were
yeah.
answered, but not everything.
War is wrong. War is not good. I mean, people get killed, and sadly, that's just what we saw a lot of. So
Yeah, the
But
innocent
again,
civilians.
Yeah, again, it's part of the history. It's here in Ho Chi Minh City. We would recommend for
Highly recommended
everybody
it,
to
yeah.
come and see it. For whatever perspective you have, it doesn't matter. It's a part of history and part of Ho Chi Minh City.
Sure.
So,
Now we're a little bit hungry.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go grab something to eat. So we'll pick up and hopefully are a little happier mood.
okay, see you soon.
You know, when we're out exploring, sometimes a quick snack or a quick lunch is the best option for us. So Arthena, tell everybody what we have here.
So we have chips and sandwich. Totally not Vietnamese style food, but you know, it's easy, it's quick. So we have egg sandwiches. And then I got an iced tea. David got 7-Up Zero, I think that's what it's called. And then our chips. So, you know, it's quick, easy, and
We found these little egg salad sandwiches at a convenience store here called GS25, which is very similar to 7-Eleven. But I don't know, there's something about these sandwiches. They've become our guilty pleasure for the last 3 or 4 days, maybe.
again, it's so easy to have them because
yeah, and they're-
and very affordable.
Yeah, I
too.
think they're like 20,000 dong, which is less than $1.
Okay.
The bread is so soft. So, sweetie, start with the sandwich.
No, I have to do it together. You
Oh,
eat sandwich
my
with
goodness.
the with chips. You
Sandwich
just
with
don't
the
eat
chips
sandwich.
together?
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. So
All right, so bite into this yummy sandwich and tell everybody how it is.
so soft.
Yeah, the bread's
Delicious.
really soft. It's not overly mayonnaisey, and it's not over eggy either. It's actually a really, really good mix. And then you throw in your classic Lay's. Of course, I had to get the beef flavored Lay's, but it's a nice, quick, affordable, not so healthy probably, but it's a good, quick, easy
We're going
lunch.
to be walking so much. We've been walking so much already. I think we're okay.
We're gonna burn off these calories pretty quickly. All right, we'll see you at our next stop. Maybe we'll talk about that later. All right, so we're kind of re-energized. We got a nice little lunch, which we showed you earlier. Now we're not too far from the War Remnants Museum. We're at the Independence Palace. Basically a big government building that was used, and I guess it's still used, for government things here in Vietnam.
Government-related matters.
You know, we don't know everything we're talking about half the time, but it's called Independence Palace. I do know that. Okay, so here you see one of the tanks on the grounds of the palace. You can pay admission and go in, but it's a little bit late in the day. It's only 40,000 dong, so it's not the money. It's just they're getting ready to close before too long. And honestly, our main focus today was going to the War Remnants Museum. But if you want to learn a little bit more about the government side of things, you may want to stop here at Independence Palace. One thing that's, I wouldn't say necessarily unique, but that we enjoy about Saigon / Ho Chi Minh City is there's a lot of parks.
A lot of people are active.
Very active.
Yeah, always doing, you know, taking walks, running.
Yeah.
The kids are following them in bikes. It's amazing. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's a very active community where we live right now, and even in downtown Saigon, you're going to find parks, people out and about and being active. So we really enjoy that aspect of
Definitely.
Vietnam. Not to mention the food, and the people are very, very friendly. So we're definitely enjoying our time here. And I don't know if YouTube will allow this because of the music in the background, but we're gonna try to show you what we ended up getting. Squid with satay on it.
Lentil dal,
Dal. Gobi 65, which is cauliflower.
Chapati.
Chapati, which is like a roti. And then I got paneer tikka.
Chutney.
Coconut chutney.
Green chutney.
We're enjoying our alcoholic beverages, which don't have a lot of alcohol. They're more refreshing.
So good. It was buy one, get one free.
It was happy hour that made us happy. All right, we're gonna eat and catch up with you later.